Using any three prescribed texts show that human beings are hypocrites. Here we are talking about hypocrisy. The focus of the question is on hypocrisy. In Twilight of Misty Foliage, Reverend Rodberger is the biggest of all hypocrites. Although a man in cassock, he's a womanizer. He comes with women, with prostitutes, even in bars. When he visits the Deca's house to find out what the people think about the church, he focuses on admiring her buttocks and her breast. He has fathered 4 children with 4 different women. He is manipulative and corrupt. The church is already tired with his corrupt and manipulative and dubious character. And they have given him the last warning that if he is involved in any corrupt malpractice, he will be unfrocked. Through his guidance and with the collaboration of Sergeant elites and the administration, they take away the administrative seat from Sambis and systematically subject the children from Sambis to marginalization and discrimination. The children are sent doctrinal notes without explanation. They are only given menial jobs in the church, such as porters, cooks, and gatemen. He is evil to the core. He harbors deep hatred and jealousy for Cardinal Mpochweng, whom he believes is the cause of people boycotting his sermons. And he hires the services of some murderers, Dracula and his gang, that go to the bishop's house and cook up a story of being some businessmen. And despite the hospitality of the bishop, they abduct him, torture him, leave him believing that he's dead, and he only survives miraculously. Sister Mbapio takes out some banknotes from the middle of the bundles for the money which Cardinal Mpochweng is supposed to hand over to Reverend Rodberger to settle the matter between Sambis and Sajem. She had done so deliberately, thinking that the cardinal would just take the money without counting. Nevertheless, the cardinal counts the money meticulously, picks out the bundles with the missing banknotes and hands them back to the Reverend Sister. Surprisingly, she replaces the missing banknotes immediately. BMI is a hypocrite who has been sent to school by Agbe, but he does not pay attention to his school. He womanizes. He refuses to study, but nevertheless, he slanders him by giving false information that he had not paid his tuition. He also wants to eliminate him using mystical means or touch a member of his family, despite the help that he had rendered to him to make him somebody in society. During the consultation in Baken, Mponwe tries to bribe BMI so that non-Sambisans should remain in the Sambis delegation, but he refuses. Hypocritically, Mponwe raises his voice as if it is BMI who wants him to be bribed, whereas it is the other way around. Dracula and his gang come to the bishop house in Liva, claiming to be some businessmen. The cardinal receives them warmly, gives them food. They have a drink and a good chat and gives them a place to spend the night. But they abduct him, subject him to torture, highlighting evil in the society. In the swamp dwellers, the Kadi is a hypocrite as he uses the serpent to live a comfortable life. The people believe in the infallibility, sacredness of the Kadi, whom is the priest, the chief priest of the serpent. He receives sacrificial gifts of food and animal items which he claims are supposed to appease the serpent so that calamity may not befall the people. Nevertheless, he feeds fat on these sacrifices without offering them to the serpent. This is what enrages Igwezu when he returns home frustrated to meet his farm that has been ruined, despite all the sacrifices that he had given to guarantee his matrimony, to make him prosper in the city, and to protect his crops back home, highlighting abuse of power and exploitation. Awuchike uses money to seduce his brother's wife. He also makes his brother to use his crops as mortgage for a loan that he gives him, which he loses. And at the end, Igwezu has no other choice but to return back home to his farm, which is his only last hope. Unfortunately, that hope is taken away from him when the crops are destroyed by the floods. In unanswered cries, Pa Amadu is given a task to seek for Olabisi in the forest and bring her to Makalai so that she can take her to the Bondo camp to be circumcised as promised to Yapose. If not, she will have a difficult delivery or she will be punished by the Bondo gods. Pa Amadu meets Olabisi, who is running away from the crocodile-infested river, and he wants to take her back to her mother, but she convinces him by giving him some money. And he helps her to find a safe route back to Freetown. Yapose uses the fight between her daughters and Olabisi to ask Makalai to bring Olabisi to the Bondo camp so that she can be circumcised. And also uses the Bondo spirits to threaten Makalai if she fails to bring Olabisi. Even when a girl dies in the process of circumcision, the Bondo court has made it in such a way that the blame will not be on the Dikbasowe or on the process or on the circumcision itself. And they blame it on something like the young lady had seen the Bondo spirits and could not withstand it. Or the wolf force certain women to accept that they had been involved in adultery. Thank you for watching. Share our videos to other students who are preparing for upcoming exams where these new syllables will take effect. Follow us on YouTube and on Facebook. Thank you very much.